The old story. Scarcity defines us. For millennia, humanity has lived with a scarcity mindset. Resources felt limited. Survival was a struggle. This fear of scarcity shaped our societies, our economies, our very thoughts. We hoarded resources, built walls, competed fiercely. This approach, while understandable, has come at a cost. This constant competition, this fear of not having enough, generates immense stress. It affects our health, our relationships, our happiness. We pour our energy into accumulating possessions, chasing status, seeking validation. But true fulfillment remains elusive. The fear of scarcity keeps us trapped. A new chapter. Abundance awaits. Imagine a world where everyone has enough, where basic needs are met, and people are free to pursue their passions. Imagine a world where collaboration replaces competition, and compassion guides our actions. This is the promise of an abundance mindset. This shift requires a fundamental change in our thinking. We must move beyond the zero-sum game of winners and losers. We must recognize that our collective well-being is deeply interconnected. When one person thrives, we all benefit. The daily grind stress and its toll. Open your eyes. The alarm clock screams. Another day begins. The daily grind, the commute, the deadlines, the pressure to achieve, to acquire, to outdo. We are trapped in a cycle of stress, a constant state of fight or flight. This chronic stress takes a heavy toll. Our bodies pay the price. Weakened immune systems, increased risk of heart disease, sleep disturbances. Our minds are not spared either. Anxiety clouds our thoughts. Depression saps our energy. Relationships fray under the strain. A mind undivided. The power of clarity. Imagine waking up each morning feeling rested, energized, and excited to greet the day. Imagine moving through your day with a sense of purpose and clarity, your mind free from the clutter of worry and anxiety. This is the power of a mind undivided. When we are free from the constant bombardment of stress, our minds can finally relax. We can think more clearly, make better decisions, and tap into our innate creativity. We become more present in our interactions, deepening our connections with others. Section 3. Building a better foundation. From materialism to meaning. Our current economic model is built on a foundation of scarcity. It thrives on our insecurities, our fears, our desire for more. We are constantly bombarded with messages telling us that we are not enough, not thin enough, not rich enough, not successful enough. This relentless pursuit of more leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled. We accumulate possessions, but our hearts remain unmoved. We chase after status, but true happiness eludes us. It's time to break free from the shackles of materialism and build our lives on a more meaningful foundation. Section 1. The collective us, beyond individualism. Our modern world often celebrates the individual above all else. We are taught to strive for personal success, to climb the ladder, to stand out from the crowd. While individual ambition has its place, it has come at a cost. A sense of separation, a lack of empathy, a disregard for the common good. This hyper-individualistic mindset blinds us to a fundamental truth. We are not isolated islands. We are part of a vast and interconnected web of life. Our actions, no matter how small, ripple outwards, impacting the lives of others and the planet itself. Section 2. A Symphony of Strengths. Embracing our interconnectedness. Each individual possesses unique talents, passions, and perspectives. Yet too often, these gifts are seen as weapons in the battle for individual success, rather than contributions to a collective symphony of human potential. We hoard our knowledge, fearing that sharing it will diminish our own standing. This fear is a barrier to progress. When we view the world through the lens of scarcity, we see limitations everywhere. But when we embrace abundance, we find out that there is enough for everyone to thrive. We become eager to share our gifts, knowing that in doing so, we create a richer and more vibrant world for all. Section 3. From Transaction to Trust. Building a society of shared prosperity. Our current economic model often feels like a giant, impersonal machine, driven by profit and fueled by endless consumption. We are cogs in this machine, our value measured by our productivity, and our worth determined by our purchasing power. This transactional way of living erodes our sense of community and leaves us feeling alienated from each other and from ourselves. We become consumers, not citizens. Our lives defined by what we buy, rather than who we are and what we contribute to the world. Section 1. The AI Advantage. Amplifying human potential. For generations, we have looked to technology to solve our problems, to make our lives easier, to push the boundaries of what's possible. Now, on the cusp of a new era, we find ourselves face to face with a technology unlike any other: artificial intelligence. AI is not just another tool, it's a potential partner in our evolution, a force multiplier capable of amplifying our strengths and helping us transcend our limitations. Imagine AI not as a replacement for human ingenuity, but as its ultimate complement. Imagine algorithms that can analyze vast data sets, identify patterns, and generate insights that would take human minds decades, even centuries, to uncover. This is not science fiction. It's the reality unfolding before our eyes. Section 2. Beyond Automation. AI as creative collaborator. The fear that AI will automate away human jobs is understandable, but it's a limited perspective. While it's true that AI will inevitably transform the nature of work, it's also true that it will create new opportunities, new industries, and new forms of creative expression that we can only begin to imagine. Imagine AI not as a job killer, but as a muse, a creative collaborator that can help us push the boundaries of art, music, literature, and design. Imagine algorithms that can generate novel melodies, paint breathtaking landscapes, or craft stories that capture the complexities of the human experience in ways we never thought possible. Section 3. Solving the Unsolvable. AI and the Future of Problem Solving. Humanity faces complex challenges: climate change, poverty, disease, inequality. These problems are interconnected, their solutions often elusive, their scale daunting. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to succumb to a sense of helplessness in the face of such monumental tasks. But what if we had a partner in this endeavor? A partner capable of processing information at an unprecedented scale, identifying connections we might miss, and generating solutions we might never conceive on our own. This is the promise of AI in the realm of problem solving. Section 4. A World Without Limits. Unleashing Human Ingenuity. The true potential of AI lies not in what it can do for us, but in what it can empower us to do. It's not about creating a world where machines solve all our problems, but a world where humans, equipped with the power of AI, are free to tackle even greater challenges, to explore new frontiers of knowledge, and to unlock the full potential of our collective ingenuity. Imagine a world where access to education, healthcare, and opportunity is no longer determined by geography, socioeconomic status, or circumstance. Imagine a world where clean energy is abundant, where diseases are eradicated, and where poverty is a distant memory. Section 1. The Pursuit of Happiness, a Collective Endeavor. For too long, we've measured progress in terms of economic indicators: GDP growth, stock market performance, material accumulation. But these metrics tell only a partial story. They fail to capture the essence of what truly matters: human happiness. We've built societies that prioritize profit over people, competition over compassion, and consumption over connection. It's time to rewrite the rules of the game. Happiness is not a solitary pursuit. It's a collective endeavor. Our well-being is inextricably linked to the well-being of those around us. When we live in societies that prioritize fairness, justice, and opportunity for all, when we cultivate a sense of belonging and shared purpose, happiness becomes not just attainable, but inevitable. Building bridges, not walls. Fostering connection in a digital age. In our hyper-connected world, it's easy to feel paradoxically disconnected. Social media, while offering the promise of connection, often amplifies our insecurities, fuels comparison, and creates a sense of isolation. We curate our online personas, presenting carefully edited versions of ourselves while yearning for authentic connection. Technology, however, is not the enemy. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or ill. Just as AI can amplify our intelligence, it can also amplify our empathy, our compassion, and our ability to connect with one another on a deeper level. The legacy of abundance, a world where everyone thrives. The journey from scarcity to abundance is not just about material resources. It's about expanding our capacity for love, compassion, and understanding. It's about recognizing that our interconnectedness is not a weakness, but our greatest strength. It's about creating a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, not just survive. Imagine a future where our children are raised not with fear and scarcity, but with a sense of abundance and possibility. Imagine them learning to collaborate, not just compete, to innovate, not just imitate, to lead with empathy, not ego. Imagine them inheriting a world where the pursuit of happiness is not a selfish endeavor, but a collective responsibility. The dawn of a new era, embracing abundance. We stand at a crossroads in human history. The old story of scarcity has brought us immense technological advancement, but at a heavy price: stress and disconnection. We have built walls instead of bridges, prioritized profit over people. But it doesn't have to be this way. The future beckons with the possibility of a world of abundance, an abundance of joy, connection, and shared prosperity. A world where AI is embraced to amplify our best instincts and solve pressing problems. A call to action, shaping our shared destiny. This is not a task for governments alone. It is a call to action for each of us. We must examine our lives, question narratives of scarcity, and make conscious choices. Prioritize well-being, nurture relationships, and contribute our talents joyfully. Advocate for a world valuing people over profit, where healthcare and education are rights. Teach compassion, collaboration, and empathy to our children. The journey to abundance is challenging, but essential. Let us embrace a future of love, creativity, and compassion. The time to act is now. Step boldly into a future worthy of us and generations to come.